So we're back on the small bits. Quick way to clean the valves. So you can see valve there. It looks a bit dirty and rusty. Cordless drill, put it in there. Don't do that too tight because you don't want to damage that, which you'll struggle to anyway. Bit of wire wool. Just hold it tight around there. And there you go, lovely and clean. Simple as that. 2 more of those to do, and then we've got some fun. Right, so what I'm going to do now is lap the valves in. Right, that one first. Right, so lapping the valves in this day and age with new engines doesn't really need to be done because the machinery that's around these days is so high tech. It can machine perfect matching surfaces. But what valve lapping does is remove any impurities, crud, corrosion build-up between this and the seat itself. So even though beginning we put the fluid on this to make sure the valves didn't leak, which they didn't, we also want to make sure the valves make really good contact with the seat. I'll put some pictures up, you won't see it on the camera, of the before and after of how they're not how they're lapped in, what's the word? The finish and the start. So like on some of these you won't see it on the camera, but on the sealing lip there's sort of a build-up of marks, corrosion, tiny staining, minute sort of indents. So what it can do, it will clean all that up so that will match with the face. Now what you do with that is you have this. Now this is a double-ended tube. One end has fine and one has coarse, so use the coarse first just to sort of grit inside there, and on the other end is a lot finer. And with that you also want to buy these. They come in a pack of 2, depending on what you need. They suction on the valve, probably that size is probably best. Bit of water on there, bit of spit or something, and there you go, the valve's on there like that. So what you do is put some of the coarse paste around the side of this. You then put that in there, and then when the paste is on there you literally give it a nice spin round, sort of half speed, every sort of 10-15 of like 1, 2, blah blah blah, that's come off. You lift the valve up, turn it 180 degrees, put it in and do it, because as you're not doing a full 360, the particles aren't constantly going around, so you're only going back and forth, or back and forth like that, so the particles are only going so far. So then you lift it, move it round, and then the particles are at a different point on the valve. So what we do, we'll get on with the first exhaust port first, and then we'll go from there. This can take quite time, but you don't want to go too much on these because you don't want to end up damaging the actual valve seats. They're quite a nice fit at the moment. We know they seal, so we just want to clean it up and make it a bit better than it is. So I'll start on the first one. So all I'm doing, that's on there, put a bit of water on there just to hold it on, bit of WD-40 or a bit of some kind of oil on the shaft of the stem of the valve, because it's going to be coming up and down quite a bit, round and round, so you just want to make sure it's going in the guide nice and easy. And then what we want to do, I don't know if you can see them well on that, but that's the paste of it. Won't zoom in, but I'll show you the picture. So you just want to get, this is like a grinding paste, so it's got tiny little particles inside there. So all you want is a nice smooth layer all the way around, meeting surfaces, and then you want to put it in. Initially just touch the valve on its seat. Now you can hear, if you hear this, that's quite coarse. So what you want to do that was 10. Little moderate pressure on it, nothing too much. Lift it up, turn it around, down again. Doesn't matter which way around you go. It doesn't have to be 180, it doesn't have to be 180. As long as it's there. Right, there you go. So this is as much as you want to do it. Now you heard it at the beginning, it was quite loud. Now I'm just turning it now. You can hardly hear it even. So that's as far as you need to go with the coarse side. So once that's done, lift it off and then wipe it off and do it again. So it's a bit of to and fro in, but the material only does it. The compound only works. I can see it's been working already. So I'm just wiping the excess off there. Same on the valve seat. Excess off there. Again. Another amount on there. Not too much. In these tubs there is more of the coarse than the fine, because the fine is just you're finishing as normal. So again, pot that back in there. Right, and you'll hear it's loud again, so I'll just put it down. And that's loud, so we'll do it again. Again, you want to do it now. A bit left in there. The suction cup's moved. So that's now, you can hardly hear that now. So that's twice on there. So again, clean cloth, clean anything. Wipe that off. And depending how pitted and how bad the seats are, and obviously we know this has been sat in water, so the seats come up lovely on that. And what you're aiming for is a nice dull grey line on the contact point all around there. So I'll do that probably once or twice more, and then I'll go with a fine, and that should be that one finished off. So I'll get on with that. So one valve's done. So all I've done is gone over twice with the coarse paste and once with the twice with the fine, and it's left the valve right on the seat, a nice even dull line all the way around the valve, which makes up with the dullness of the valve seat itself. Ideally you want that line sort of between 1 and 2 mil, no more than that really. You can do this job with a cordless drill, but you don't want to overdo it and destroy your valve seats even. So I'll take some pictures so you can see how the before and after, what you should be looking for. I'll never go with the inlet as well, just because I can. Or might run through a couple more exhausts, or just do one cylinder. It can take a bit of time, as we have got 16 valves to do, so I best crack on. One more thing to note, whichever valve, so this valve has been mated with that valve seat, that valve stays there because you've mated those two surfaces together. So if you take that valve out and put it in another one, even though they've both been lapped together, they won't match, if you know what I mean. So that one, I'll mark that with a 1, and a 1, but I know it's cylinder 1, first valve, and then just keep them all. You don't want to mix them up because you could end up running into problems and not sealing, etc. Right, so as you can see, this is the valve surface, the seating area. You can see it's not uniform, it's battered around, there's lots of little indents in it. You can see the line it's going to seal on, and as you can see, that's not too good. So that's the before of the valve, and I'll show you the after. Right, this is the after, and as you can see, that line is a hell of a lot smoother than it was before. Obviously it's not pitch perfect, but that's not the idea we're going for. We want a nice, smooth, mated surfaces, so we know that when this valve is closed, it seals as good as it can. Because even though the water or the cleaner fluid we put on the valve when all the valves were together, it didn't leak through. It didn't leak through because there was only gravity sort of putting force on top of that. When you've got an engine fire and you've got the valves closed and you've got a piston shooting up there at high compression or normal compression, these not being seated will leak past. So once these are all bended in, that's fine. So then all we need now, after all the valves are done, is a set of valve stem seals, and then it'll be cleaning the head, test cleaning the oils and putting all the valves and springs back together. Right, so what we've got is one valve seat which has not been worked on. As you can see, it's a little bit pitted around there. And we move on to the one I have done. As you can see, there's a nice even dull line all the way around, which that mates to said valve that meets there. So that's what you're aiming for. Nice dull even patch all the way around the valve, so nice even seal. Right, so there we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 down, that many to go. So I'll get on with these. They're coming up really well. much chuff with it. That head looks disgusting where it's got a bit of staining in there. Don't know why it wasn't even the wettest cylinder. But yeah, so I'll get on with the rest of these. Thanks for watching and see you next time.